Hello everybody, welcome back to Biggie D's Arcade. Today we're going to be playing on my Retromania Wrestling iiRcade. Before I was purchasing games on this thing through the store of iiRcade. They've since gone out of business. And, now I'm able to load whatever game I want on this machine. So I have a really good time with it. It's easy to load up and bring up games real quick. So I have a really good time with it. Was playing it tonight actually. Was watching some live streams and I was like, you know what? Instead of just playing it, I'm going to get on live stream, share it with you guys. So if you guys have any questions, put it down in the chat. I'll try to answer it for you. Basically what this is, it's the Mystery Encoder mod. It's just a USB enabler you can put on the board itself. Snaps right in, very simple to do, and it will then allow you to sideload games on it. So that's how I was able to get this set up this way. I'm also doing a different setup tonight. I'm doing a 2-camera setup for the first time. I'm a little bit worried that possibly the computer may freeze up. It was doing that earlier on me, but I think I got all that figured out. So you guys let me know in the chat if the computer freezes on us tonight. Because if it does, what I'll do is I'll just take down the second camera where you guys are seeing this game deck. I'll just go to one camera and I'll come back to live stream. So check back in like 5 minutes if for whatever reason I was to crash and the computer goes down. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'm wearing headphones, that way the audio from the game doesn't interfere with what you guys are watching out there. But I think I got all the audio worked out. Also using these really good mics tonight, these DJI mics. I also noticed this mic only has the right audio, so if you're only hearing my voice on the right speaker, that is why. But the game audio should come through both. All right, so it looks like we got about 4 people in the chat. If you guys want to say hi, definitely do. We're really just chilling out tonight, having a good time, probably play for an hour or two, some arcades, and show this thing off. I already had it loaded up on Galaga 88. It's one of my favorite games. Uses a sand wall button for this iiRcade, so it works pretty good for Galaga. You can smash a lot. It doesn't break the button. There we go. Looks like we got Hot Rangus in the chat. Good meeting you last weekend, Hot Rangus. We had a really good time at CGC. And I made sure to follow you on Facebook after the convention because you were a very nice person, one of the coolest people I met there. Gonna take that guy, but this game's so much different than the original Galaga. It was only released 8 years later, 7 years later. But much better game, I think. I don't think this game is saving my high scores. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And I don't think this is one of them. Looks like we're still good. It looks like you guys can still see the control deck. I got 2 cameras set up for the first time ever. A year of having this channel. I've never had 2 cameras like this set up for any gameplay before. So that's good that it's working. attention there. I'm looking forward to getting Glenn's control panel. I talked to him last weekend, and it looks like even though I didn't pre-order, I'll probably still get a chance to purchase one. He's not going to make a whole lot more of them, but I should be able to get my hands on one. So that should be coming soon. Alright, 30,600 points, stage 6. Not too bad. I got too aggressive there. I should have just gone to the left. 35,340. Decent score. Let's see what the chat's saying. Hot Rangus says, "What's up, Big ED? Nice. Crotch cam. Oh, okay. So we need to move this. Good. Looking out right there. Appreciate that." And he also says, "It was great to meet you too, man. Good times." Awesome. Cool. So, yeah, it was good meeting you, and I appreciate you giving me the heads up on the camera. Now that it's moved a little better. Everything seems to be working, so. All right, I did see my initials in there, so maybe it is saving on this one. So this was made in 1987, and I guess the original Galaga was made in 1981. So when I said 7 or 8 years, I was pretty close. It was only a year off. All right, so let's check out some other games here. So Tapper plays really good. I mean, this game plays exceptional on this iiRcade. I'll play it on the At Games Legends Ultimate. It is not near as good as what I'm getting on this iiRcade. So this is like a go-to game for me whenever I want to just get on the arcade real quick, play something. Tapper is like a must-play. And let's see here what Hot Rangus said. He said, "LOL, that's what the speedrunners call the controller shot. I didn't mean anything by it." That's pretty funny. Cool. Well, let's get into some Tapper. And let me know if the audio is good or not. You know, I got these new wireless mics. These are pretty expensive mics. So what I like about them is I can be so mobile. I can just like sit here and play this and not even worry about the sound at all. You guys should be able to hear everything I'm saying. And then I've just got these headphones plugged into the aux input on the iiRcade. And I think everything's going to sound and look good for you guys. Got it in 1080p. John G's here. He's saying how much he loves Tapper. Yeah, this is the best game. And like right now I'm having a couple of drinks, drinking some whiskey here. And, you know, this is like a bar game. It's a, you know, drinking game. It's a fun one to play at home whenever you're on Friday night, Saturday night. All right, let's get this going. Last live stream, I actually did pretty good in this game. And I like this. It's Budweiser. You know, in the arcade one up, you're not going to get that. It's root beer, which is still cool. It's the same game. You're just not getting that official license of Budweiser. No! Oh, I made it. Oh, I forgot about that customer up there at the top. Dang it. Jason's here. I can see you from a distance here. I'm not up close to the phone, but I could see Jason made it. Good to see you, man. All right. I'm never very good at this. Oh, nice. All right. It gets tough in these later stages. You just have so many people. And there's probably a strategy that I don't know yet. I'm like at that point hitting the joystick so much it's going faster than I want it to. Oh well. So we'll see if this saves my score. So I don't think Tapper is saving scores on this ROM on the iiRcade. And we can test that here, you know, by coming out and coming back to this game later and seeing. See who else has made it. Jason here. Tapper will always be one of his favorites. John G says, wish you could use the twin sticks on the iiRcade like the MK Legacy. That would be very cool. Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews has made it. He says, hi, Biggie D. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. And I'm just going to go down the line, play these 80s, 90s games. A lot of these games I see you on your channels playing. For instance, Arcade Talk, Dessert. You guys have been talking about this one a lot. Papa Brad. All right, so gonna play now. We are saving scores on this, so that's cool. Let's get into some Berserk.
Target. Destroy it.
This was the first game to use a voice synthesizer on an arcade.
Get the humanoid. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape.
Kill the intruder.
Got the humanoid. Intruder alert.
Still haven't gotten very
Intruder
good at
alert.
this game.
Chicken, fight like a robot. Got the humanoid.
Got the intruder.
I've only played it probably a couple
Destroy
of
the
times.
intruder. Got the
It's
humanoid.
tough.
Got the intruder.
Let's give it one more shot. Could you imagine playing this game on the New Wave toys? How small that screen is? It would be even more difficult, of course. You'd have to almost hook it up to a TV to play it.
Shoot the intruder.
Destroy. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Got the humanoid.
Can't hit those dang walls either.
Attack it.
It's probably better with the right joystick. I bet you this game uses like a specific
Got
joystick.
intruder alert. Intruder alert. Attack the humanoid. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Data intruder.
Data humanoid.
Ah, Dang
Data
it.
humanoid.
Data intruder.
this game I'll probably just play it, you know, here and there, and hopefully I get better at it. But it's not a game that I'm very good at, or that I want to spend a lot of time trying to get better at. I'll just play it, you know, 1/4 challenge every night or every other night until. I mean, I'm enjoying it enough to pick it up every time I play this iiRcade, so that's a good sign. Now this game, Donkey Kong Jr., I've been playing a lot of, and then at Cleveland Gaming Convention or Classic, whatever they call it, I was able to play a Donkey Kong Jr. and a Donkey Kong there, and these games are just ones I've been playing a lot of lately, these Donkey Kong titles. And I actually looked up a real Donkey Kong arcade on Facebook Marketplace. I was actually even considering maybe getting one. It was like $2,000, really good shape, and then but at the bottom it had some cracking down at the bottom. I was like, I don't really want to repair that. And then I saw the shot of the back of it with it opened up, and you see that CRT. And I was like, no, this isn't for me. I was like, if I get one, it's probably going to be a Donkey Kong reproduction arcade with an LCD in it, but be like the actual size of the original. That's probably in my future. And I've actually surprisingly, just in the last couple of weeks, been looking at pinball machines, like real pinball machines. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm wanting to get more into real arcades and real pinball, but that's happened in the last week or two. Let's see what everybody's saying in here. Steps is here. She's saying, hey, Biggie D, good to see you, Steps. Your high score arcade talk in Star Wars reviews is 28,350. That's incredible if that's on Berserk. Carlo has made it. He's saying hi to everybody. Hot Ringus, yeah, you guys say hi to him. Go check out his channel. Really good guy. Got a chance to meet him in Cleveland. Just an incredible person. And he's like just into the console games as much as bad guy Mike Worley. So if you watch his channel, he's into it just as much as he is. Carlo says, I need to see Biggie D get off this first board or I'm going to jump out of this window. And let's see here. Arcade Talk says, I see how it is, Carlo. All right, so let's jump in here to some Donkey Kong and get a drink real quick. All right, so I've been playing Donkey Kong on my @games, playing the Japanese version, and I played it last night, and I got much farther. I'm having a really tough time with this American version, even on the iiRcade. So let's see here tonight if I can actually do something. But I have been having luck with the Japanese version. I don't know why it's so much different. It just seems to play better. Okay, that was a really bad start. So I want to show you guys how quick it is. Like, if, let's say you have a bad start and you don't want to wait for the next quarter. You know, it's that quick on the iiRcade. Like, I can just jump right back into a game that quick. So if you guys are dealing with coin ops, it's a lot slower than what you're getting with this. Or even my RetroPie. It doesn't run as quick as this does. See, I just feel like he's getting stuck at periods, which on that Japanese version, I'm not getting that. And why would that happen? Like, why would he run through? I had the hammer, unless it was running out. wish I had the Japanese version on here so I could show you guys the difference that I'm talking about. But I'll just play Donkey Kong once. I don't get frustrated with that game. I don't want to get frustrated, so I just play 1/4. Now this game I have a lot better luck with. This game is a little easier, I would say. You got more things you're doing, keeps you more engaged in the game. So like if I was to buy a Donkey Kong arcade, it would probably be a Donkey Kong Jr. or it would have to be one of those multi-cade ones where you have all of them. Dang it. Fell off the vine. So I think there was a, that marketing email that went out on Arcade 1UP. Everyone voted for what arcade do they want to see next. And I think the #1 vote, because Travis said it was one of those titles that would never happen from a developer that would never happen. So I think it's Donkey Kong. We haven't gotten that list or that data yet, but I think that's what it is. Donkey Kong was the #1, and he said it was by far too. Like the #1 most requested arcade game for Arcade 1UP to make. Let's see what everyone here is saying before I jump back in. Let's see here. Jason is saying to Steps, how you doing? Also saying he loves Donkey Kong Jr. This is one of his favorites, probably. I mean, it is one of mine. This game is great. Arcade Talk is saying it's a fun game. I'm watching, guys, on my phone. And sorry about the mid-roll ad. I did the least mid-roll ads as possible for you guys. Jason, I sent trademark CoinOps X today. He joined the At Games family with a Gamer Mini. Oh yeah, I saw that Arcade Talk bought the Gamer Mini used. That's really cool. That way you can stream some of your At Games. That'll be a good thing to do with that. John G is saying he spent a lot of quarters on Donkey Kong Jr. Peter McNabb is saying no way, they got Nintendo. No, they're talking about Nintendo just being like the title everyone, that email went out requesting everyone to ask them, what game would you like to see us make? And Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong, I would imagine, was the #1 requested. Because Travis said it was a developer that was like a developer no one, or they knew that no one could get, even Arcade 1UP. They couldn't get Nintendo. It's just impossible. But everyone wants it. So I think that's good for, Nintendo. Like, they should make a home arcade. If they're not going to let anyone else do it, they should be doing it. So hopefully, Nintendo sees that and they make one. I doubt that they will, though. Also, Carl Lowe, he just gifted 5 memberships. That's huge, Carl. Appreciate the 5 memberships you just gifted. That's huge. JR is in the chat. I remember meeting you, JR. You're a really good guy. Had a lot of fun at the house. I got to meet JR at the Illuminati house on, Saturday night. And we had a really good time. Started off at the Arcade Anonymous house. And you guys saw that it was all on live stream. And it got kind of crazy there. And then we left that house and went to the Illuminati house. Only about half of us went. Like PD7, Bad Guy Mike Worley, Hot Rangus, all of them stayed back. They didn't even go. But Chaotic, me, there were probably like 4 or 5 other people from Arcades Anonymous that made it. Stock Jock, Toxin, and we had a really good time last Saturday night. It was just a huge house party, all home arcade content creators, and it was a really good time. If they get Nintendo, he's in. Yeah, I mean, everyone would love to see Nintendo get made. It's just never going to happen unless they do it themselves. But they should see how many people want it. And, you know, if Nintendo would actually get that data or see Arcade 1-Up's poll or, you know, that marketing email that went out, you know, maybe that would incentivize them to do it. Or partner with Arcade 1-Up to do it. Like, why would they turn down the money if it's a sure thing? They made the minis, you know, they made the NES and the SNES mini. Why wouldn't they make an arcade, you know, a Donkey Kong arcade? There we go. That's what you want to see right there. 1,200 points just from that. I never go down there. When I cross, I always cross on the upper one, because that second one there is so difficult to get across. This game I'll play like for 20 minutes, just trying to get better at it on any given night. Oh, I sometimes forget that he can come up under that like that, and I'll just wait and he'll come up and kill me. But see that? You can just time it. He does the same thing every time. This, you could just take the 400 points. No! I moved over too quick trying to go for those bananas. And they make those bananas look so easy to get, but they really kill you when you try to get them. No, see, he didn't come that time. Here he goes. Nope, he's gonna come this way. So the computer is pretty smart too, like in this game. Like, it's not like they do the same thing every time. Could not get over quick enough. We'll do one more quarter. I did get fifth. Still have not gotten that first place yet. See what the chat has to say. Steps is talking about Donkey Kong Baby. Though you could call it that. Papa Brad's Gaming has made it. He's saying hi to everybody. And Carlo, isn't that also a native game too on the ALU? Cool, everybody's hanging out. We got 12 people watching. That's pretty cool, guys. yeah, let's just hang out, play some arcades, or if you guys are at home playing arcades, you know, just have it on the TV or whatever in the background, and we'll just hang out together and play. You know, it's Friday night, it's a late night stream. I'm gonna do a arcade walk and talk tomorrow. Get out, actually get up early, get the footage, get home, edit it, and then a live stream tomorrow, Sunday night. So a night after that. So I'll have a whole weekend of content this weekend, and next weekend I'll be out of town again. I'm going to Orlando to Universal Studios, Florida, Disney World, and I'll probably check out an arcade out there as well in Orlando. I'm gonna meet up with Toxin, and may even meet up with Stock Jock, because he said he'll be in Orlando for business. So it was really cool going to the convention because we met so many people in the home arcade community. It's like now we could travel pretty much anywhere in the country and we would know someone there and be able to meet up, go to an arcade, you know, make a video or something. So it was a really cool event. A lot of this game reminds me of the NES and what we saw in the Mario games on the NES. I think that's why I like it so much. Not doing very good on this quarter. We'll jump out, do something different. That's the good thing about a multicade. You have so many games you can play, and it just keeps you going. Like you can switch, and you don't have to play the same game over and over. And it's really good for live streams too. I can just kind of show you guys all these different ROMs and how they play. Thor has made it as well. Good to see you, Thor. He says, we need somebody to make a nice, affordable cab with nothing but HDMI in and a USB out to use with mini consoles and the Nintendo. I think that would be really cool. Science Spirits is saying how Stock Jock is one of the nicest guys. He really is. Not just online, I mean in person, he's really one of the nicest guys. He was one of the most generous people I ever met too. I mean, he drove us all over town. Whenever we needed a ride, he was there. And he had like this huge SUV, Chevy, or no, it was a Jeep, Grand Cherokee, like that new one. He was really cool. Carlos saying, Biggie D, did you ever get the 2K21 PGA on your ALU? It's a fun golf game and the trackball works. I haven't gotten it yet because you got it on a really good deal, if I remember, Carlo. When I looked it up, it was like $30 on Steam. So if you find a good deal, Carlo, let me know. I'll get it. Papa Brad's Gaming says Arcade Monsters is not that far from Disney World and is one of the best arcades in Florida. Okay, gonna check out Arcade Monsters, as long as it's not too far of a drive. Thor says, what's your Moon Patrol high score? So I'm not really good at Moon Patrol, Thor. I play it on my @games sometimes. I don't think I have it on here. If I did, I would load it up. But I don't think I have it. And I don't know what my high score is, so I don't think it's very good. All right, so let's get into some NBA Jam here, or Hang Time. So I played NBA Jam Tournament Edition. It did not play good on the iiRcade, but the Hang Time plays really good. So we'll just play it. Now, one thing about this title is the volume is really low. Let's create a pin of all zeros. We'll see if it saves. You guys should be able to hear it now. But I gotta remember when I turn this game off to turn the volume down, because it's all the way up right now. We'll play with the Mavericks. There we go.
Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Vancouver Grizzlies.
PGA Tour 2K21 Steam Global. It's $5.42 on GTA. All right, Carl, I'll get it tonight. If it's that cheap, I'll get it. I'm always looking for good games to play OTG on my ad games.
And this game is underway. Head to Murdoch. All net and nothing else. Mashburn. Goes up. Mashburn. Fires the jumper. Off the rim. Mavericks have to get that out of here. Murdoch. Launches a jumper. He's heating up.
Still kind of trying to figure out these buttons,
Goes
guys.
up.
The
Again
good thing
with a
about
shot.
having the second camera
And it holds out.
is you guys can see what I'm doing. So if I'm messing up,
Pass
you guys can see it.
for three. Kid. He's heating up.
There you go. Computer's really helping me here. Tied me up.
Murdoch. He passes it. Block it.
There we go. I played some defense.
Mashburn.
Which pass? Where's
Mashburn.
pass? Do I not have a
Shoot
pass
the
button?
ball. From outside. What a disaster. He's on fire. Murdoch. Leans in. Rejected.
Okay. That's my pass right there.
Murdoch.
C.
Raises up. He lays it up. Rejected.
Hey, we're on fire now.
Mashburn. Serious hang time.
Boom shakalaka.
Scott leans. Rejected. Kid. Takes it to the hoop.
We're on fire.
Murdoch. Fades. Knocked it down. Mashburn. Mashburn. From outside.
There we go. 3 points. I miss my NBA Jam Cab, but this helps,
No.
you know, make it better because I can play it on this. Let's see here. Thor, yeah, no Moon Patrol. Papa Brad's asking, we have all the best arcade games on the iiRcade now. Yeah, it's huge. Let's keep going. Got a good game going here. Don't have online though.
For three. Good. Mashburn. Goes up.
Could have passed it
Mashburn.
there.
He shoots. Away to the side. Scott. Leans. The ball. Mashburn. The ball. Mashburn. Wheeling and dealing. Scott. With a leg.
It does play really good on here though, guys.
Mashburn.
Hopefully you guys can see that on
Goes
the
up.
stream.
Leans in.
Should have passed it.
Away to the side. Feeds. Right through the net.
Man, if Mystery Encoder could get the online working for these games, that would just be incredible.
Good. Vancouver down by 3. From long range.
There wouldn't be a lot of people
Kid.
playing.
Has the rebound. Shoots. Bingo.
There's only like probably 600 of these boards out there. These are
To
just
Murdoch.
amazing.
Plays it up. He's got skills. Mashburn. Goes up. Jason Kidd.
That's how you do it right there.
Dealing and dealing. Stolen. He lays it up.
Oh no, what did I
Way out
do?
of his range.
Why did I do that?
Way off target. From outside. 1 minute to go. Mashburn goes up. There's teamwork.
I'm gonna win the half.
Crosses it. All alone. Way off target. He passes it. A Hail Mary. There's a brick. Kid
That time was low.
heading to the
Was it?
hole. Kid. He's lighting it
We
up.
scored anyway.
To Scott from long range. And it holds out. Mashburn. A pull-up jumper. No good.
Should have just shot it.
We're at
I
halftime.
passed it.
The halftime leader is Jason Kidd.
These buttons, I'm still getting used to this. Peter McNabb says nothing for the gold cab yet. Yeah, nothing yet. Hopefully that's coming soon. I know Mr. Encoder has a gold cab now. So it is coming. It's just, you know, I know iiRcade did a bunch of stuff to try to prevent anyone from getting into it on the gold cab. So there's probably a lot more he has to do, a lot more involved, which is why it's taking so long. But he has the gold cab, so he should be figuring that out.
You know what I'm saying? Fast breaks, alley-oops. You know the rules. Crossover dribbles, taking you to school like that. Next time, remember who you're playing.
It's showtime.
All right, so I'm the other guy now.
For three. Bingo.
Nope. 3 points.
Scott raises up. Blue Edwards. Kidd raises up. There's teamwork.
Kid's like the ultimate point guard.
Edwards again with a shot. Good for three. Vancouver down by
Oh, it's just lost.
He lays it up.
They do get better towards the end of the game. If you guys have ever played NBA Jam
Kidd
against the computer, you could be killing them,
goes to the
and
hoop.
they'll just come back out of nowhere towards the end of the game.
Edwards from outside. Amazing. Kidd.
See, Kid can't dunk though.
Scott. Finger roll. Nicely done. Jackson. Push to the floor. Edward raises up. He lays it up. He's heating up.
See, they're tied now.
High game. Kidd. Goes up. Nicely done.
I just need to do that. Alley-oop.
Edwards. Fades. Amazing. Kidd. Raises up. There's the alley-oop. Bad pass.
There we go. Get
1
a
minute
steal
to
here or
go.
there.
Lighting it up. The steal. From downtown. Mavericks have possession. The
Oh,
turnover.
no. That was a
Leads.
bad pass.
It falls.
And I forced him to pass it to me, too, so I feel bad.
Kidd. Passes. Forced the shot up. He
There we go. Got a 3.
Scott. Again with a shot. Bounces
So
away.
like that Arcade 1-Up tournament they're doing,
Jackson.
I could not compete in Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Killer Instinct.
Behind the
Maybe
three-point
NBA
arc.
Jam
The
or
score.
Blitz I could though. And what would be cool about NBA Jam, you could play like a team, have your team, and I think that'd be more competitive, more fun. Let's see here. Carlos saying, is that Viper board and the Glen deck works with the gold? Then you can bypass the iiRcade SBC. And Bobby Vu is working on the Batacera build. Yeah, that's a really good point, Carlo. So Peter, if you're still in the stream, don't worry. You've got Glenn's control panel coming, and you've got his control, all the volcano button, the spinner, the trackball, all that stuff coming. And that'll have its own single board computer where you can load Batacera on it, put whatever games you want on it. So it's coming either if you have the gold or not. So there, it's super loud. Good thing. Some people say get rid of that sound, right? This sound. But some of these ROMs are really loud, or you have to turn it all the way up to hear it. And if you forget to turn it down, like I just did, this sound will actually save you from loading up another game and having like that super loud intro sound. So actually maybe it was a good thing we still get that swish when we go through the menu. Save your eardrums, because each ROM, the sound is different. Some you have to turn all the way up. For this one, you can see I barely have the volume up at all, and you can hear just fine. So the swish is good in between games. Let you know how high your volume is before it's, too late. Oh, got me. This would be a good two-player game too. If you could play this with someone else online. They could do a Donkey Kong home arcade, Nintendo home arcade. Throw this game on there with all your Donkey Kong games. See, you don't really want to do that because it takes too long to get up there. Let's do that again. Come on. There we go. Just takes a long time to load. Still got all my life too. Phase 2. So you can't just jump, you have to have a little momentum to be able to get up and over. Here we go. Who doesn't like coins? Ah, can't jump on top of them, not like Mario that you think of. 8,900, that wasn't too bad. Let's give that one more shot after this. Arcade Talk and Star Wars reviews. He's got his membership. Appreciate the membership, Arcade Talk. That's awesome. Supporting the channel with the membership. Carlos says iiRcade volume slider is trash. It does not have enough Granular control, like the 1 to 10, needs an at games 1 to 100 control. I agree on that. This was always kind of shoddy, you know. It's like, I never liked that, but it's what we're left with, you know, because they never updated that before they went out of business. They updated very little on the menu with the iiRcade during all those years they were in business, or a couple years. Jason also says the console I had at the time was broken, and I downloaded Mario Brothers off a bulletin board system for free and was playing for hours. That's awesome. And then Arcade Talk's using the emojis. I got to update those. I got to create some new ones because I only got a couple on there right now. Arcade Gamers and the logo. And Carlo's talking about his memories of the C64. I never had the C64. It's called like the, what is it called? You guys will have to tell me what it's called. That system was before my time. Yep, there were so many arcade ports for the Commodore. That's it, Commodore 64. Some were the best home arcade versions. Never had that system. My first game system was the Atari computer, if you would call it a game system. But I would play Gauntlet on it. I'd play Star Wars Arcade on it. That was not a good start there. Look how fast he's moving. I'm gonna get him here though. Let's say that. There we go. Get these guys under control here before they get out of control, because they start coming quick. Fireball got me. Let them pass. That was close. Try to get a 2 for 1 here. Nope, can't do that. Ah, fireball. Again. $81.60. Need to be 12,000 to get first. Let's see. Biggie D. Cornercade made it. Good to see Cornercade. Just playing some iiRcade, Mystery Encoder mod. Just got done playing Mario Brothers. Gonna jump into something different now. Let's play some Space Invaders. Now, this Space Invaders that I have on here is the one that iiRcade made. So this is like specific to the iiRcade, and did have some development by I think Michael Spavak. The Amiga was fun too, is what Jason was saying. So we'll play a quarter here on this so you guys can see this. It's the color version of Space Invaders. Those logos in Space Invaders are just so iconic. Just like Pac-Man or Galaga. Arcade went up and made a Space Invaders. It was at the very first year or two of the company. And I heard that some of the games, like the music was off, or there's something wrong with it. Oh, shooting my own. But you guys can see it's pretty cool. This was the iiRcade version, paid version. Let's do some Saturn. Great game. Arcade Talk says this Space Invaders version looks awesome. Carlo says, yes, this is one that I should have bought. Really cool. I got it from Brooklyn Menace. He just gave me the code. He had an extra code and was like, I'll give it to you. And this was the week that they were shutting down the company. So he's like, I got to give it to you before they shut down the store. Was able to get in there, use the code. So that was really cool. Sounds like everything's working. Like we got the game deck here so you guys can see the buttons. You got the chat on the screen. You got the game looking really good, 1080p in its normal aspect ratio. And then you got the camera for me so you can see. This is pretty cool little setup. So let's play some Saturn. Very, very good game. This was, I think it's the best game iiRcade ever had. I'm already feeling kind of like I need to get my grip on this game. It's normally like the second quarter before I start do it again. Been playing a lot of Robotron 2084 on my Mac game. Like if I had not done this with you guys tonight, I probably would have been playing that game, and I would have been playing Robotron tonight. I've been having a lot of fun trying to get a high score on it. And I like it more than Smash TV now. So when I did my vote for the email and what game you know, I want to see from them next, I picked Robotron 2084 because I know it's closed. I like it. Good game, looks great. Cabinet looks great. I wanted to pick something realistic, you know, that they were actually going to do. Make it happen quickly. There is an end to this game too. You can't. I'm not. Level 6. I'm in the zone here. Level 9. Ah, that's it. I think that's it. No, we get one more line. A lot going on at that point. At Was that my high score? I think it was. No, my score was 238, 840. My high was 254, 290. I was really close there, though. You guys, if you have a high score, put it down in the chat. Let everyone know. Thor Casey says, Carlo, have you considered getting a A500 Mini? I have several other mini consoles and been thinking of adding that one. Carlo says, yes, Thor, I've been looking at that one as well. I have a Sony Mini. I should mod that too. 2 mini consoles. Saturn was free, Carlo. Yeah, incredible. This was a free game. Probably the best game iiRcade ever had. So everyone has this game. Robotron by Arcade One Up will never play as good as it did on the ALU. That may be true. They are going to have Raw Thrills helping, though, and Eugene Jarvis is going to be helping. So, you know, it may be better. I don't know if you can say that, Papa Brad. But, I mean, I see where you're coming from on that. Goofy says, I'm late to the party. That's cool. We're just, you know, chilling out. I don't even know how long I've been streaming. 1 hour already. Wow. Yeah, just having a good time. May go another hour. Carlo says, do you have a Galaxy Champions, Piggy D? Really like that one as well. Galaxy Champions, I don't have that. No. But I am going to get that PGA, the 2K21. If it's $5, and you said that's on what website? CD Keys? Or if you said G2A, I don't want to use G2A again. I got screwed using them. I bought a code for Steam. Turned out to be an account. They sent me their username and password. Wanted me to log into their account, transfer the game from their Steam account to mine. So I won't use GTA again. Let's play some Wizard of Walls. This is up there with Saturn as one of the best games they had. I've heard, though, lately the controls were kind of screwed on iiRcade compared to the Steam version. So, you know, it's kind of made me not enjoy this game as much now that I know the controls are off. But I still play it. Still a fun game. But I always kind of felt the controls were a little off. So someone confirmed that for me last iiRcade stream I had that I played this. That if you play the Steam version, it's much better. You can also play co-op on Steam too. You gotta keep moving when the warlock comes in. Trick, I think. pretty high scores on the iiRcade. If we could still look at the leaderboard. Really high scores. Yeah, this game, I mean, now that the iiRcade servers are shut down, we don't have the leaderboards anymore. I mean, this game is just like, you know, it's okay. I'll play it every once in a while, but it's not something I play every day anymore. I am interested to see, though, what the leaderboards look like now that the server's down. So let's bring that up real quick. I'm just curious. Yeah, there's nothing on there now. It's just all blank. It's too bad they couldn't keep that up, because I feel like that was something that was done outside of the iiRcade servers that wasn't being held somewhere else. So it's kind of unfortunate they couldn't keep that up. All right. Play, so these were my favorites, right? I save all these. These are the ones I play all the time, but I've got plenty of other games on here too. Play some Burger Time. Classic. Carlos says you need to get a wireless keyboard with PGA 2K1 for the few functions it has, GTA, but it's a Steam key, not an account. Okay. So I'd be risking it getting it on G2A because I told myself I wouldn't use them again. Thor saying, I don't think you even have to modify an A500 to add Mech Warrior. You can just load the game. Carlos says, damn Thor, you are making me want it now. I just spent a ton on Nod too. Yeah, there were some pretty good products during Nod, some pretty good prices. I was in Cleveland, so I missed all that, and I wasn't wanting to spend any money because I was spending money on my trip. So the last thing I wanted to do was, go spend big money on something. So I missed out on Nod. I went and looked at the website today and saying it already ended, of course. Goofyfoot saying the leaderboards are active online for Wizard of Walls. Do those interact, Goofy, with the iiRcade? So if I'm playing it here, are those scores going to update on that leaderboard online? And hey, it's Goofyfoot, Steps says. Good to see you, Steps. I watched your stream today. I liked it. It's too bad it didn't get more views. I was kind of disappointed nobody watched it. When I checked earlier, it didn't look like it did that great, just being honest. But maybe one thing you could do is go back to that noon time. I kind of like having you at lunch, because a lot of people are at lunch and it's a good time to watch. Maybe 4 p.m. in the afternoon is too hectic for people. You know, they're getting off work and they're picking up their kids or whatever from school. You know, Gling goes on at 5 o'clock. That's kind of when everybody's getting home. But noon, lunchtime on Friday may be the time to do it. Oh, they got me. I've never been very good at this game. But I've also never really given it much of a chance. I don't play it a whole lot. I would like to make at least one burger though. There we go. kind of like Donkey Kong a little bit. Or the Donkey Kong Jr. But that's enough burger time for me. Just 1/4. See what else we can play. Give Frogger 1/4. $2.99 ALP Micro would have picked that up, especially with the 50 tables included and the legs available. No tax, no shipping. Yeah, you make up a really good point, Carlo, with that Pinball Micro. So I went to the At Games booth, right? Of course, I've already got the ALU, so I wasn't interested in it or seeing it. I did play the, the big screen HD, and I played the Micro. And I wasn't that impressed with the big screen and the HD Legends Pinball, but I was impressed with the Micro. I thought the Micro was pretty cool, actually, for the price. And, it is smaller, but I do like the portability of it and everything. And with those legs, I didn't know they were $2.99. And coming with the tables, coming with the legs, I may have done it, but I had flown out there, so there was no way I could have gotten it home. But if like they were doing that deal around here and I could have drove it home, I would have absolutely done that. That's a steal, $300. And I was actually very impressed with the Micro. I thought the Micro was a really good, it had more value. I know Nostalgia says value, but it did have value. At $2.99, what you were getting, it felt like it was worth it to me. Where they're selling those big, HD Legends pinballs for $800. And I just wasn't really having a good time with the HD pinball. I was having a good time with the Micro. I just thought it was a cool little toy. Jason says, yeah, so mini games were so easy in the concept to jump in, but were difficult to master. Goofy says the leaderboards are working on his iiRcade for Wizard of Walls. I'm slowly working my way up. I was 44th last time I played. Okay, Goofy, that's what it is. So I'm offline. Duh, I didn't even check that. I am offline. I haven't ever put it back online. And now that I'm modded, I probably shouldn't. So that's why I'm not getting leaderboards. That all makes sense now. Thor says, since I missed the nod sale, I just grabbed the pinball kit for the ALGM and wasn't on sale. Found a $5 coupon, so it was only $60 shipped. Paid less than that for the Gamer Mini. Yeah, I saw Arcade Talk got the Gamer Mini. That's a really cool At Games product. The Gamer Pro also, for that price, what you're getting, to just be able to play it wherever you want. You don't have the whole arcade, is a good idea. I'm happy with my Gamer Pro. I was trying to consider tonight, should I stream the iiRcade or the Gamer Pro? Oops. Do that again. This game is quick. It's like you can lose your money fast in this game. Well, I've never really gotten Frogger down like what I'm doing. I just started playing this when I had it on my iiRcade. Haven't played this on my Retro, Pi 4, And I haven't played this on my @games, but I've been playing it on this iiRcade. I still haven't really learned exactly what I'm doing here. Here we go. What did that do? Am I a frog now? Oh no, okay. Alright. At least I'm getting now what I'm doing. You gotta be patient. Or at least I got that frog at the top. I've never actually done that before. Alright, let's get out of there. Let's do some ghouls and ghosts. I'll play this on my Pi 4 RetroPie. I've been playing it for several years on there. But the 19-inch screen with this, I like it. Oh, Hollywood Polo's made it. Cool. Brooklyn Menace is here as well. Cool. Good to see you, Brooklyn Menace. Sucks you didn't get to make it out to Cleveland last weekend. We had a really good time. Same with you, Hollywood Polo. You said, Tim, how was your day? What new games did you add to the Timcade this week? Just saying hi to everyone. Gregory's here, member of the channel. Good to see Gregory. He says, do I need a subscription for the Core Plus to play games at Carlo? That's a good question, and Carlo's the person to ask. He knows everything about @games. He seems to have the inside information on everything that's going on right now with the 4KP and their sales numbers and all that stuff. All right, so let's play some Ghouls and Ghosts. I did get to see the Ghouls and Ghosts, the New Wave toys over the last weekend at Cleveland Gaming Classic. Very cool looking cabinet. Like, I'm probably going to buy this New Wave Toys cabinet, and I'm probably going to buy the Coke machine. They're very impressive in person. I wasn't really that into New Wave toys as much as I am now that I've seen them in person. Held them. They're just really good quality, and they're like a perfect replica of the original arcade. And this one looks the best. It's got coin operation. So you actually put the coin in and it loads the game just like it would in real life in this little miniature arcade. See if I can get the volume right. It's like once I lose my armor, I never feel like I can do well at that point. I've put a lot of time into Ghost and Goblins also, because I have that on my final fight. So since I bought that in 2019, I've been playing that a lot. Alright, we're moving along here to a save point. It's difficult. These games have always been really tough. It's probably one of the only complaints about these games, is how tough they are. Oh well, for a 1/4 challenge, that wasn't bad. I'm just glad the computer's holding up. Like all my cameras, nothing's freezing up. So it's all really good. Gregory is asking what version of GG is he playing? Man, this game is a nightmare to me, Carlo says. Hollywood Polo says, Jason, what new games did you add to the iiRcade this week? I bet it on the Commodore 64 and the NES. Ghouls and Ghosts was also difficult. I beat that on the Genesis, but not on the SNES. And Jason says a bunch more Capcom, trying to get really far in Commando right now. I do like Commando. Peter McNabb says, what will happen if you go online after adding games? I'm not sure, and I don't know if I want to find out. But whoever the new owners are of iiRcade and their servers, you know, it's really up to them what they want to do. And I don't want to risk it. Carlos saying nice run, Big ED. I appreciate that. That was a decent run, actually, on 1/4. Hollywood Polo says, could you add them to the PAX RS Discord, please? I'm not, Hollywood Polo, I don't know if you know about me. I'm personally not on Discord. I try to be on as little social media as I can. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I've been really tempted to get on Discord lately because the Arcade Anonymous guys are on there, and I've been wanting to get on there with them. So I've been thinking about it lately, but I still have not made the jump to get on Discord. So we played Judge Dredd last time, so I won't bring that one up. Good game though. Let's see here. Let's Moonwalker. I play that all the time on my arcade one up. I think I played Mortal Kombat 1 or 2 last time. No, I played Ultimate last time. I did get to meet Paul Niemeyer again during CGC, and we had a 2-hour layover at the airport together. Him, P-Dubs, and I. And we had dinner, we drank, and we just talked Mortal Kombat. We talked arcades for a couple hours. It was really cool. And so this is a good game to play right now. This plays pretty good on there. It's just not having online with this. It just, you know, there's only so much fun you can have with these fighting games, unless you got people coming over to play.
Get over here!
Daniel Casino was there, Carlos Casino. And then I can't remember the guy who plays Quan Jin or whatever his name is. It's on the side of MK4. He was there. Can never remember that guy. I don't know any fatalities.
Scorpion win.
But figure I'd load it up, show you guys it plays decent. We'll play some Mr. Do since Arcade Talk was in the chat. We'll see if he's still in the chat. I'm not very good at Mr. Do. I don't even really know what I'm doing. I think I get the cherries. Did I do something good? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a strategy. Okay, so I can throw this ball around. Still don't really know what I'm doing. There we go. Killed someone. Uh-oh, they got me. Game over. Not a Mr. Do, you know, fan, or I never play this that often, so this is a high score for me. Cool game though. I mean, I can see why people like this. T. McCloskey, this is his favorite. There he is. Mr. Do, nice. Play some Truxton, Biggie. Gregory, I don't have Truxton yet, but that would be simple to do with this mod. I need to get that game. Peter McNabb says, Retro Shooter, Durante, cut it. No high score saves on Point Blank since it's a console version. Cornercade says, Biggie, we can barely hear you. Okay, you can barely hear me. Well, thanks for letting me know. Let me turn up the volume. Let's see. Test, test. It's all the way up, though. I could turn the gain up, probably. I could do like a filter and turn the gain up. Let's do that. Bring it up. Does that sound better, guys? If that's too loud, let me know. I just put a 3% gain on the volume for the mic. So if that's better, let me know. But I appreciate you pointing that out, Cornercade, because I'm still doing adjustments on this whole setup. So that's huge. And I can only hear you on the right side of the headphones. That's true, because I've got the two the DJI mics like you and your wife have, but I have the right side mic. The other mic is the left side mic. I don't know how to get this single mic to take both left and right. I got to figure that out. Gregory's saying you can hear us fine. That's good. Cool. So is the gain better? Does the gain sound better? Let me know. Or should I turn it down? Is it too loud now? Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review says, I have them all on my Mr. Ducab, Jason. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen T. McCloskey's Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews, he did a full-on mod to an Arcade 1-Up, made a Mr. Ducab. It looks incredible. Did a really good job with it. Go check out his channel if you have, if you like this game and you just want some ideas on how to make one or what to make it look like. He did one. But yeah, you guys let me know if that gain helped at all. It does look like the volume's coming up higher, but it's not redlining, which is what you want to see. All right, we played Mystic Warriors last time. Cool game. Open Ice, I'm not very good at. Popeye, I still don't know how to play. Punk Shot, not very interested in it. Cubert, not very good at it. Satan's Hollow, I do want to play this. So I had a really good talk, like I said, with Paul, the original artist of Mortal Kombat. He actually told me, so this Satan's Hollow is the only game where he created the entire artwork for the entire cab, top to bottom. So from the marquee, which they actually call a header, arcade artists do not call marquees. They call them headers. And he said from the header all the way down to the kick plate, he created all that artwork. So this was his baby. Like they basically said, we're giving you full reins to make this cab the way you want it to look. And this is what came out and what it ended up looking like. And I've never really played this game that much, but I want to start playing it more because I really like him and I want to support him. And I'm just interested in this game now. So we'll see if I can do any good with it. He said it's a lot like Galaga, but it's got a different aspect to it as well. There's something else that happens. There's like a second world or something which changes the gameplay up. I do like the background a little better than Galaga though. A lot going on. Of course, this used a flight stick, so this isn't really the way it was meant to be played. It's probably going to be game over. Yeah. Pretty cool, though. Definitely one I want to get into my rotation, where I play it each week. Brooklyn Menace is saying Satan's Hollow is a great game. Jason's saying it's an underrated classic. Arcade Talk says this game's fun. Gregory says, I just can't get into ME after he hacked the iiRcade store. I'm happy with my OG cab, with my 100 games. I want to get a Legends Gamer Pro instead. I do recommend the Gamer Pro. It's a great little unit for the money. And you can stream too if you ever want to stream it. Cornercade says, move the mic biggie to the top of the collar in the middle of the shirt. I was thinking about that, but I have this headset and I'm worried about it hitting the mic. So I had moved it over a little bit more. Biggie's hair is getting long. I just cut it, actually. And then Brooklyn, when are you going to be in the show with me? So I told Cornercade I want to do a show with you soon, Cornercade. Brooklyn, if you get the chance to jump on with him, you should. When I get back from Orlando, I'm gonna get on with Cornercade. I have a busy weekend this weekend. I've got an arcade walk and talk I'm gonna do tomorrow, and then I've got a big live stream I'm gonna do Sunday, and I think I have planned who I'm gonna invite on the show. I think I'm gonna have a guest on Sunday rather than do my normal show. I've done a guest with PD7. I've had P-Dubs, and I think I've got a guest lined up for Sunday. I haven't asked this person yet, but I think I'm going to go ahead and ask them either tonight or tomorrow, see if they want to come on. Hopefully they say yes. And then I'm going to fly out to Disney World next week, and I'll be out there for a full week. So I want to get a live stream in. I want to get a good walk and talk video in before I leave. So you guys should have plenty to watch this weekend, but I'll be away from the computer again for another week the following week. All right, so let's played Splatterhouse last time. Pretty cool game. Toki came on the iiRcade. I got it on here now. Let's play some track and field on here. Button mashing game. So this was made in 1983. There was a lot of speculation that Arcade 1-Up was going to make one of these. But from what I'm hearing, Konami's just very tough right now for Arcade 1-Up. Ever since John D left, they haven't wanted to do anything, is what I'm hearing. Brooklyn Minute says, whenever you want, man. So there you go. You got a guest. He says, email me your contact info. There's the email address. I'd love to see Brooklyn get on the show with you, Cornercade. That'd be awesome. I know Brooklyn's been doing a lot of VR lately. So it'd be a lot of talk about that. And we just got the new Oculus 3 I saw that came out. What do you think of that, Brooklyn? If you're still in the chat, let me know. All right, so this is all buttons. All right.
On your mark. Get set.
I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just doing this. I think I lost. I think it's just A and B as fast as you can.
Foul. Foul. Foul.
I don't know what I'm doing here. And who knows if these controls are even meant to be played this way. I don't feel like I was doing much. It's Xevious. Let's give this a chance here. Brooklyn, the mini golf assassin. Yeah, I always see you streaming that mini golf. Arcade Talk says, I love playing the game in the arcades, not the same on the console. And I'll let you know when mine shows up on the 10th. Oh, so you got the Oculus 3? That's pretty cool. So it's all wireless. There is no console that comes with it. So that's pretty cool. You're not tied down to anything. Alright, play some Xevious here. I think this is Namco, same as Galaga. It's my first time actually ever playing it. I don't know what the target there is, the crosshairs are for. I got a B button I can use though. Oh, that must be the bomb. Okay, I got it. That's where the bomb lands, I guess, if I press the B button. $40,000 is the high score. I got a long way to go. I do like that though. It changes it up. It's not just one button. You're doing something else. Kind of a slow game though. I think this game with the Galaga countercade. I think that's the only time we've seen this on an arcade one up. The countercades, for whatever reason, get the best game list. Okay, so it's bringing those little shield things out now. Little rolling shield. That was probably pretty advanced for its time when this game came out. $10,000 points. I guess that's not bad for my first time. 1982. That was the year I was born. Alright, we're going to go to the very top here, go through here, and let's play some 1943. To drop bombs. I got to try the Oculus 3. It's on display at work. That's pretty cool, Quartercade. Get to check it out at work. Our work just got the NFL Blitz and the Infinity Game Board for the break room. So I'm going to be playing that a lot here soon. The only thing is, having it in the break room at work, you're always so busy at work, it's like you don't want to spend much time in the break room. And I'm always afraid if I'm in there playing it too much, my manager's going to get on to me or something. So I haven't been playing it much yet. Gregory says South Park is coming to Pinball FX. Very cool. Brooklyn says we are going to be playing a new 4-player dungeon crawler in VR on Meta 2 and 3 called Dungeons of Eternity when it comes out in the fall. And he also says Kev Greg got one and Nick's got one. Cool. Everybody's getting this new Oculus 3. Maybe I need to look into VR. I got a huge bonus at work. Found out today. It's quite a bit of money for me at least. So I've been looking at real pinball machines. I've been looking at real arcades. And maybe I need to be looking at a VR. But I'm about to make a major purchase. And I thought it was this Ad Games 4KP. But now I'm thinking, you know, if I'm going to spend $1,500, why not get a real pinball machine, right? So I've actually been shopping them. They are still out of my price range, but you never know. You may come across a guy who's retired, just trying to get rid of it or something. You know, maybe I get an incredible deal on a real pinball. I saw a Stern Jurassic Park used for $4,000. Very tempting. Then I'm also thinking, you know, why spend all that money on football? I'm probably going to end up having car problems or something. I need that money to fix my car. It's probably financially smarter for me now. But I was telling P-Dubs over the weekend when we were at the airport, I was like, if I get, you know, this 4KD or $10,000s of dollars on a real arcade or a pinball, it keeps me at home, right? I'm not out at the bar, not getting in trouble, just hanging out at home. Yeah, and having a good time. I beat 1944 on my Final Fight arcade one up. So I've been playing the 43 on here. I think about it just to play this one. These Capcom titles, they play really good on the iiRcade. Let's see, it's almost 11 here, so it's getting pretty late. I started 2 hours ago. So we'll play one more game. I mean, we got 8 people watching, which is incredible. I mean, all I'm doing is I'm just playing, you know, arcade games, and you guys are having a good time. I think that's awesome. So let's play one more arcade game here before we call it a night. And I'll read off a few more chats here before I call it a night as well. Brooklyn says, I just got done playing VR for the last 3 hours. You know, after 3 hours of VR, you got to get tired. The eyes got to get tired. You got to give yourself a break probably. Corner Kate says, let's go. Did you build them? We have a KI and Blitz at work too. So I did not get a chance to build them. But I found out our facilities guy who does our building of those arcades took him 4 hours to put together Blitz. And I told him, I'm like, I got 4 of these at my home. I could have helped you with it. He's like, man, I wish I would have asked for your help. Took him 4 hours to build Blitz. Cornercade also says, I'm excited to have Biggie on the show. We're going to find out about his inside source. So yes, look forward to me on Cornercade. Him and I are going to get on a stream here when I get back from Orlando. He says, yeah, VPN 4K first. Gregory says 4K is good for the price. Gregory's also saying, I just got a Godzilla Pro, and it's the coolest thing I've ever bought. So, you know, you have a real pinball machine, Gregory. Real Stern pinball machine. I'm looking at a Jurassic Park online used for $4,000. Brooklyn saying, what's with the mid-roll ads? I'm going to start calling you Michael Biggie D. So I was like, I'm going to just try the mid-roll ads tonight. And I was like, I'm going to do the least amount of mid-roll ads possible. So I let YouTube choose them, and I did the least amount that were available. So sorry about that. I was just testing it out. And he made a pretty good point. He's like, if you're going to get money from YouTube, you might as well at least use it. You know, I mean, I've gotten used to Michael B's streams now and his mid-roll ads. I just skip them. So I was like, I'm going to just do it tonight, see how it goes. But let's do one more game here real quick before I call it a night. Let's make it a good one. But I want it to be like one of those 1/4 games, you know, that are difficult, like the leaderboard, like chasing games. So let's do, I guess, Cubert. This is a good one, even though the controls aren't perfect. Still kind of trying to learn this game. I know I'm trying to get all the squares without dying. But I still don't know where stuff's falling from and where I need to be looking. Oh, jumped off. Jumped off again. Let's do that one more time. Unique game though. Even when you're putting in your initials, look at it. It's like that's not even normal. It's got the same jump to it. I think that's cool. All right, let's do one more of these. So on the original, it's got a 4-way stick, and it's positioned in the way that it should be for this game. So everything feels a lot more natural. When I'm playing it on this stick, and you guys can see what I'm doing. It's not locked in, so it's hard to know where to go. This game may never be playable on the iiRcade, unfortunately. That's why Arcade 1UP should make one of these, because it's going to need a unique control to it to make it playable. Maybe you could get used to this. At least get to round 2, or level 2. Let's do one more. This will be the last one. So I don't even know why I'm pressing these buttons. I don't even need to have a hand by the buttons. It's a one-handed game, just like Pac-Man. Alright, one more. Controls are super tough. See, it's just going to take some getting used to with this game. If you guys are fans of Cubert, you already know. All right. Well, that was fun. I had a good time tonight, guys. Got 9 people watching, 2-hour long live stream tonight. Just playing this iiRcade multi-cade. I had a really good time. Glad you guys joined me tonight. Thor KC says, I remember holding the controller turned with the top left corner pointing up. I think made Cubert much more playable. Yeah, you guys can see this control deck. This joystick is just not meant for Cubert, but maybe I can learn to enjoy it the way it is. We've also got Butthole Winkers in here. He says, anyone else know PD7's girlfriend Kelly? So that's kind of not appropriate. I'm going to, let's see here. I don't know if I can ban him right now, but I can put him in timeout for 30 minutes. And then the stream will be over by that point. I'll give you another chance, Butthole Winker, if you want to come in and be appropriate. Let's see here. That'll be next stream, though. Thor says, I remember holding the controller turned with the top left corner pointing up, I think. Made Cubert much more playable. Cornercade said, Biggie D, you got an alt account in the chat. We had him too. Gregory says, I'm still having trouble wearing the headset. Are the new ones lighter, smaller, Brooklyn? Thor says, Star Wars Pinball VR is awesome. You got to have a virtual fan cave to display trophies you unlock. In Cornercade, you know who that is. Come on. Brooklyn Menace, thumbs up. It's Console Fanboy. Duh. Console Fanboy is banned on this channel. I did say Zohar could come back, though. If he wants to come under his Zohar account, that'll be like his second chance. But his Console Fanboy account is banned on Biggie D's Arcade. You'll never see him here. All right, guys. Well, it's been a good time. It's been a blast. Love you guys. Appreciate everyone who's in the chat and hanging out with me. We'll go ahead and call it a night, but I'll be doing a walk and talk at the arcade tomorrow. So big day for me, long day of editing. And then we've got a live stream on Sunday evening. I'm thinking this live stream is going to be a good one, guys. My last live stream, it's almost at 800 views. So I'm getting up to those high levels of views on my live streams, which is really good for the channel. So you guys make sure to tune in tomorrow for the walk and talk and for the live stream on Sunday. It's going to be a big weekend. I'll see everyone soon. Talk to y'all later. Gonna hit that stop.